All right, what's going on, folks? Give me a thumbs up in the Killer Whales discussion. Let's stay in the Killer Whales discussion. We'll keep the Killer Whales channel free for call outs as they come. Killer Whales discussion channel, if you can hear me. All right, cool. Excellent. Very nice. Okay. Grant, can you hear me? Can you unmute your mic and let me know if you can?
Hello, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Awesome. How about now?
Right. Yes, we can hear you.
I apologize.
That's right. That's all right. All right. Now we'll get going. Welcome, everyone. This is Mindset Mondays, where we do audio discussions, training. We pick the brain of different guests and traders that come on that's in the Discord with us, traders I've worked with, or just came with some skills. And we like to, share the knowledge and whatnot. So Yes, we've got yours truly, Grant, on today. Grant is one of our moderators and also a very skilled trader. And got to know Grant over the time. Grant's been inside the Discord and just a lovely person all the way around, which is why she so kindly has been a added value to the moderator group and just overall the flavor and vibe of the discourse. So we're happy to have you, everyone. Welcome, Grant. What's up, Grant?
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good trade day, and thank you for this opportunity.
Indeed. Thank you for kicking it with us. All right. So, we're going to get your, I want to start here. I know we've got some things to cover, but I want to start here. So now let's be clear. Yes, Grant is a lady and she's a lady. Yes. All right. I think everybody thought Grant was a dude. No, Grant's a lady, a very respected lady too. All right. Very good trader. I want to start here, Grant. We'll get to all the ins and outs, the mindset of a trader, and just pick your brain and see where you've had your successes, where you've had your failures, how you've persevered through them, setups, all that cool stuff that certainly we discussed prior to. I want to start here. What does Grant's journey look like?
My journey, let me just tell you a little bit about me personally first. Then I'll get into my trade journey. Basically, I was born and raised in the South. I grew up as a kid during the civil rights movement and the civil rights struggle and segregation. And I was actually a product of tokenism, and I am a Navy brat. So that's three things about me.
Nice.
that you wouldn't have known ahead of time. And as far as my professional career, I'll give you three things about that. I've actually worked in my professional career for more than half of my life. I've worked for a Fortune 500 company, and my field of expertise has been in the nuclear industry, and my background is in nuclear health physics.
Excellent. I love it. Very nice. Okay. Well, three things about you. We love it. So, trade history. Give me 3 to 5 things about your journey, your history, and where you've come from and where you've been.
Okay. When I started in my professional career, I started investing, of course, through my employer. I actually got interested in self-directed investing, and I had a managed portfolio, but I was just curious about managing my own portfolio. So I did that quite a bit. But as far as my day trading, I only started day trading in 2021.
Wow. Very nice. Okay. And was it something that you just had an interest in? Did it, or was there a desire to move from the standard investment long-term holds or managing your long-term portfolio? What got you really excited about day trading?
I've always had an interest in day trading, working long hours with some of my coworkers. I had coworkers that were into options, but I didn't understand them. Wasn't sure about it. I just watched them. I saw them make six figures. I saw them lose six figures. I saw them, using their time, with the company, doing their trading. So I watched them do this. Last year, I decided that I wanted to learn more about day trading and I wanted to learn more about options on my own because I wanted to be able to do it full time.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. All right. So that journey, let's talk about that just for a moment then. What did that search look like? What did that research and just kind of finding out, what did it look like for you?
Um, I actually ended up meeting a lady who she looked like me. Um,
Very nice.
but of course, she was a millionaire. She is very reputable. She's a financier. She's a hotelier. I thought I was a globetrotter, but when I found out about her travels, she's really, truly a globetrotter. She's an investor, an author, and she actually was teaching an introductory course for day trading for 8 weeks. And so I signed up for that course, and that was my introduction to learning to day trade. And again, it was just a year ago.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, let's talk a little bit about the wealth wells, right? Just the Discord, how'd you find it here? The training, mentoring, coaching, trade plan. Many of the killer wells may know that they've been in Discord for a little bit, so they saw you post your trade plan results. But let's talk about that journey, how you came around to finding the wealth wells.
Okay. I actually, February of this year, I would have been trading for exactly a year. And on a Friday in February, I believe it was the 11th, the night before, I had been searching some YouTube videos. There were some things I was having trouble with understanding, the Greeks and trailing losses and things like that. So I was just searching YouTube videos, trying to get some help with that. And came across one of the Wealth Wells videos. And I just felt like, in listening to it, that the way the training, just in that short video, the explanations, I was able to understand it a little bit better. So I went to search out for the Discord. And on that Friday, I joined in on the Discord just to listen in. And I've been there ever since, just listening in.
Very nice. Very nice. So I know, Grant, you've been through training, you've been through mentoring and coaching and trade plans. Talk to us a little bit about that, your experience with training and just your experience with the development here and a little bit of the trade plan.
So I was real excited after having found the Discord and watching the YouTube videos because I felt like they were short and to the point. They took out all of the fluff and the excess information that you can go out and Google or find
Right.
on Investopedia on your own, and they just got straight to the point. So I immediately got into as much of the training as I could. And I took all of the trainings right away. And it's very important to make sure you do your homework. You really have to do your homework because it's going to be valuable to you later on. Um, but what I learned was, in the few months of trading in the wealth wells, I was making profits, having green days, but I was also trading a lot, and to the point of even over trading, so
Mhm.
much so that I was giving my profits back.
Yeah.
And I remember in early May of this year, you were asking questions about that after you would take the polls for how we were trading, what our results were for the day. And you suggested that I get on a trade plan. So basically, Katie put me on a trade plan for 8 weeks. And during that 8 weeks of the trade plan, I could only take a maximum of 5 trades per day. Um, so for that 8 week period, It really helped with my focus and my discipline. I was seeing quite a few 100%ers rolling around, which is, I wasn't seeing before. I was holding on to trades longer. I was making sure that I truly saw the trade before I got in it. I was making sure that there was that break and follow through and confirmation before I even got into the trade. And I was focused on trading level to level. And I wasn't trading all over the place. I was sticking strictly during this trade plan to SPY and SPX only.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So I don't remember the results. If you got them in front of you, you can repeat them. But what was the end result from your number standpoint of the trade plan? Do you remember them?
Yes, I had all green weeks. I had 99 trades, 81 wins, and one break even.
Oh my goodness. Why my goodness. Raise the roof. That's an excellent, excellent, excellent percentage. So now, how have you adjusted with your trade plan so far?
With my trade plan, of course, I have an elderly parent.
Mhm.
So I've had some medical emergencies. My parent lives out of state from me. So I did have to stop trading for about a week in order to get my situation straightened out with being able to trade while traveling. So now I've worked all of the kinks out of that. So I have my hotspot set up. I'm actually travel ready in the case anything happens again as far as having to travel. Um, and still be able to trade every trade day. Um, so I've actually it's helped me with discipline and focus and accountability. I still can come out of the week green. I may not come out of every single day green, although there have been a few weeks that I have. But even when I don't, I can still manage to come out of the week green.
And that's what we're talking about, right? A consistently profitable trader doesn't overly concern themselves with one instance or one trade. They're going to look at the series of trades. And the idea in the wealth wells, as you can clearly see with Grant here, is we focus on the macro so that the overall goal is met, right? Excellent. All right, Grant. Well, listen, hey, let's talk about some trading tips. Some trading tips that you've learned just in your journey here in the wealth wells as well. Just trading tips that's been beneficial for you that you'd like to share.
There's one analogy that I've heard you say many times just in the few months that I've been on the in this Discord, and you usually use that analogy from the Karate Kid about Mr. Miyagi talking about wax on and wax off. So basically, it's all about focusing on the process and not about the price or not about the profit. It's all about making sure we can execute, the perfect trade. So one of the main tips that I got, and it mainly came from some of our training and also from our YouTube videos that Katie did, and that was on making sure that your watch list is set up ahead of time, making sure that you have your options, your contracts queued up ahead of time. It doesn't matter whether it's a 3 to 5 DTE or whether it's a zero DTE. If you queue them up ahead of time, you can do it before the pre-market check, or you can even do it during the pre-market check. That's going to just save you lots and lots of time throughout the day. And also, I use Thinkorswim, and I also use TradingView. And early in my trading journey, I was actually trading on TD Ameritrade Mobile and TD Ameritrade Desktop. And I don't advise that for anyone because coming to Thinkorswim, I could trade in Thinkorswim Desktop or on Thinkorswim Mobile. And it's so much faster and so much easier. And you can get in and out of your contracts with a little more ease than on TD Ameritrade Mobile or TD Ameritrade Desktop, in my opinion.
Very nice. I agree with you. I agree with you. Everyone in the Discord knows how I feel about the mobile trading and the. But you're absolutely right. I love that. I love that. And personally, myself, longer positions, I'll be on the mobile if I'm on vacation. But I love the desktop application. So very nice. All right. Well, hey, since you brought up TD and TOS, do you have any TOS tips that maybe new traders or tenured traders that you found that you really like that you'd like to share?
I actually, I'll tell you a mistake that I made early on this year during my time here in the Wealth Wells, and but fortunately it turned out okay. But I'm just going to share it with you so that it hopefully will help you as well. And that is, once I finished my training, where Katie was talking about the setup for Thinkorswim, I immediately set up my Thinkorswim active trader, and I tried to make it look exactly like his.
Nice.
Trying to work the hotkeys in that fashion. But what I quickly learned was that I really needed to use a mouse. So I invested in a mouse for myself. But the problem that I had, even though I was getting in and out quickly, I inadvertently exercised an IWM contract.
Oh boy.
$20,000. So it turned out well for me simply because I did have a round lot already in my account. So I already had owned 100 shares of the IWM. And then fortunately, the stock did increase in price. So I came out with a profit. But you can easily make a mistake if you're moving too fast. I realized that I don't need two active trader charts set up. I only need one for my use. So, so I'm down to one, and it works a lot better for me. I also believe that any tool that we're using, no matter what it is, whether it's Thinkorswim or TradingView, that you really can be able to use it to the fullest extent. Get bang for your buck as you can, because Thinkorswim, they have a website for Learn to Thinkorswim that has so much added information that's helpful. They have the Trader TV, which that information is 24/7, which is extremely helpful, as well as the chats. The chat features are also helpful as well.
Yeah, I agree. Using the tools that's there, we get a lot of traders and they mean well, but they'll ask questions that certainly are Googleable or in the training features that's attached with TOS there. So I would recommend it for anyone, right? You should never use an application that you're not familiar with or are willing to put in the work to get the familiarity. So excellent. All right. Well, hey, well, we're talking about TOS. Well, do you use TradingView?
I do, yes.
All right. Well, you got any tips for us on TradingView setups or things that you like to see?
On TradingView, I actually utilize the sections a lot. For example, my watch list, I have a watch list for um, almost anything, I would imagine. I have a list of COVID stocks. I have a list of African American company stocks. I have a list of stocks that are airlines. I keep and utilize them all in TradingView because there is that real estate to do that. So you can set up as many lists. So when you're trying, if there's a change in even now where people are beginning to travel more and more, so you want to pull up those airline stocks and you don't want to research each one over and over again. Just go ahead and set them up on a watch list, and you can refer back to that. I do have premium set up with TradingViews. I haven't reached a limit yet on a watch list setup. There's a list of dividend stocks, just numerous watch lists. I really use that in overload fashion.
Nice, getting the best out of that thing. I love it. I like TradingView a lot. The features of it, the fact that you can write code and script to it and integrate it with different applications, all of the different indicators that people can